This episode of 6 and 60 Podcast is brought to you by Free Comic Book Day, Saturday, May 2nd. Come down to Atomic Comics, located at 895D Montauk Highway in Shirley, New York, 11967, to see me, your favorite podcast host, Charlie Rivera, helping out in the shop. You have the opportunity to meet, get an autograph from, buy some comics about, or also from. Sean Chen will be in the building. You'll also be the very first people to see some products from US Comics. That's right. Our other sponsor today is ReadUSComics.com. Facebook.com/ReadUSComics. US Comics is a brand new comic book company owned, created by, COO'd by yours truly. US Comics promises to bring into the comic book world everything you've been clamoring for. Do you want strong female characters? Do you want characters that aren't all white guys with black hair and blue eyes? God knows I do. So we did it. We have 17 characters that are completely original characters that are women, not to mention a full roster of men, women, youngsters, teenagers, of all races, creeds, and nationalities. US Comics, where anything is possible. ReadUSComics.com. On today's episode, we're going to talk about auctions. We're going to talk about Gerard's dating history. We're going to talk about the most delicious, if not itchy, sandwiches. We're going to talk about my man crush. We're also going to talk about Jen's birthday. And we're going to round it all out with drugs and drug paraphernalia. In the background right now, you're listening to No More Kings, Michael Jumpin'. It's called Michael, but it's also called Jumpin'. I like when they put the little sub name in there. So guys, strap in, tune in. Welcome to 6 and 60. Go to 6and60.net for old episodes or to tell us we suck. Gmail, Facebook, Twitter, the whole nine. Also now on Periscope. Enjoy the show, sucker butts. So, what's the most impulsive thing you ever bought, other than 95 Pops? You're an impulsive purchaser.
Oh yeah,
It's not all the time.
here's the thing. Funny enough, I'm an impulsive buyer if it's a good deal.
Yes and no.
That's usually impulse buying. I'm a
You're like, I'm an impulsive buyer if what you mean by that is I buy things based on very little research.
I'm an impulsive grabber. I'll grab something.
Holy
with
shit,
the
that's how you won, Jen? I gotta take notes.
That didn't come out sounding right. I'll grab something at like the impulse buy shelf.
Again, this still sounds
and
dirty.
I'll look at it and like I'm gonna buy this great deal. Blah 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 blah. Last minute, put it away. That's usually what happens. I don't know. It's weird. I'm a like I have fads when I'm collecting something. You know, if I'm getting if I'm all about comic books, I'm gonna get every fucking Valiant. I'm gonna make sure they're fucking variants, whatever. And then it cools off, and then I jump to the next thing. You know, which isn't.
So
I
what's
guess
the biggest impulse
Pops
buy
have
you ever
been,
made?
Biggest impulse buy.
Most expensive. Your car.
Actually, recently. Oh, that I had to though.
No,
I
I'm just
needed a
saying,
new
though,
car.
but I'm giving you an example.
All right, fine. Let's go with the car.
Great. Your car, relative impulse, but you lose again.
Okay.
These episodes, these last few episodes, you've just been wrong. You've lost.
I've been
many
wrong every
competition.
single time for some reason.
This is just another relationship. You and me, we're always wrong. A woman bought a house. She bought a house on an impulse buy. A home. A building. With fucking at least 4 walls, windows and shit.
And a roof. I like how you had to describe house in so many weird ways. You bought a house, a building, a piece of land where they nailed pieces of
There's rooms,
construction stuff. There's
bathroom,
rooms.
bedroom, living room.
She bought a thing that you sleep in occasionally.
And Orlando.
Unless if you go away on vacation and then you have to pay the babysitter for the kids or the dogs.
Because you don't want to put up the dogs in a just random like prison. Because that's just dog prison. An Orlando woman is trying to.
She bought an entire storage container for her items. 3,000 square foot
storage. Oh no, he lost.
Done.
He was on the train. You were on the train tracks for a while. I'm proud of you. An Orlando woman is trying to halt the sale of a home she bought on realauction.com because she was hopped up on diet pills, trying to get skinny. when she made the purchase.
I'm so excited. I'm so scared.
Oh my God! According to Mary McCaig, she was suffering from impaired judgment when she bid on the home on February 19th due to prescription phenomine. I'm bad. I can't read.
All right.
And she
Welcome to
began
my world.
she began taking it that day. McCaig filed an injunction with Orange County Court after learning the foreclosed property owed almost $16,000 in back fees and fines. Her lawyer, whose name I assuming is Captain Obvious, stated she didn't discover the mortgage until after the sale, even though she was solely responsible for researching the property prior to her bid. Both the Homeowner Association and RealAuctions.com agree with her attorney that McCaig did shoddy research, which isn't their fucking problem, nor a reason to dispute the sale. They also accurately point out that the diet pill is an appetite suppressant, which doesn't alter one's judgment or cause them to do insane shit like buy a house or live in Florida. Lloyd Lloyd McClendon. No, that was stolen right from the article. See, I highlighted it too, so I made sure I punched it. CEO of the site also pointed out to ABC News that McCaig deposited $120,000 in her escrow account back in November with the intent of buying a home, and that the diet pill defense seems like a horseshit excuse for poor diligence. That fucked up. She bought a house. And then it was like,
she's
the
gonna
pills
have to
made
buy
me
it.
do it.
No, she's just pissed off because it's not what she wanted. She thought it was a great deal. You're stuck with it, just like that fucking pop figure that you thought was fucking rare, and you've overpaid $20 for it. I didn't personally do that.
As he sits crying.
Just deal with it.
The diet pill the appetite suppressant website does list clumsiness and confusion as rare side effects. The Homeowners Association points out that the potential adverse reactions, including nausea, irritability, dizziness, psychosis, ironically, matches exactly the same application rules to move and live in Florida. Because everyone in Florida sucks. All of them. They suck. It's a good place to visit. But if you live there and you're not forced to,
Just true.
get out.
My sister kind of
Run!
hates living there.
Sucks. As I kick the shit out of your feet.
It's all right, fine.
I'm like, don't buy a house, Gerard! Especially not in Florida.
She might now win if it says that on the website for that.
The problem is they have to list any side effect that occurred in any of the people.
I know.
So it's not always associated. So
if
a lot of times
if someone hit a tree and died, they have to, while on that prescription, while it was in FDA fucking regulations, testing and all that shit, they have to list it.
Yeah, and also,
I didn't know that.
The
That's
thing
fucked
is,
up, man.
if the website lists it, that means the bottle lists it. And if the bottle lists it, you're supposed to read the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's your fault.
Yep.
Because you are fucking ignorant.
Yep.
Don't be ignorant. Or buy houses.
Now, Matt Murdock is on the case.
On the case. Justice may be blind, but I'm also blind.
Who is the other that fucking TV show? I think Stephen Colbert did the voice of it. Oh God, it was a cartoon show.
Harvey Birdman, attorney at law.
That'd be a fucking great fucking
Team
court
up.
to watch. Fucking Harvey Birdman against fucking.
I think you just called him Birdman.
No,
you made him like
Jewish.
super. Like, hey,
he's Jewish. It's like Spiderman.
You thought that was a superhero, but in fact,
I'm not. Stephen Colbert is me. I'm Stephen Colbert, Jewish Stephen Colbert.
I love that you tried the voice and then just quit.
Yeah,
you're like, I'm gonna do it.
I just realized Stephen Colbert is now Jewish. This is weird.
Da, 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 da. That's the wrong theme. But
I never really liked Stephen Colbert.
That show was very funny.
I never liked Stephen Colbert. Really, I liked him in Strangers with Candy. But that's we're going way off.
You're a stranger with candy.
Matt Murdock against who would win?
Matt Murdock! Harvey Birdman's a shit attorney. Is that even a fucking question? You're a piece of shit. Segment over.
Go ahead.
Wow. Perth, Scotland, police raided the home of a cocaine dealer who is described as the only guy to do cocaine and yet still be fat and incredibly big before getting into a brawl with the suspect who simultaneously was enjoying a hearty sandwich, or so he claims. The Daily Record reported suspect Stuart Sandman, who died from Sandelman, like Sandemon?
Sandemon?
Sandemon. It's actually Sandemon.
All right.
That's pretty awesome. Who died from choking during the police raid, claimed he was eating a bacon roll while police believed he was trying to swallow some cocaine. Unfortunately, 6 officers lunged at Sandemon, or we calling him? Sandemon, and repeatedly shouted, "Spit it out!" to the perp. They were presumably referring to the cocaine, I hope, or he was fucking chugging on some cock on his way through the building. Anyway, cops said it would have taken 3 pairs of handcuffs in order to detain the man. He was on the ground struggling with police officers, said one of the policemen at the scene. He was shouting and swearing at us, describing that he was trying to eat a bacon roll. He was shouting, "It was a roll. It wasn't any drugs, I swear."
Mm-hmm.
So that leads me to this.
It was a roll of drugs. It was rolled up drugs.
If you're getting arrested, what type of odd food would you like to be eating? That guy was eating a roll that just had bacon in it.
Crepe.
You want to be eating a crepe?
Yeah.
What if
not
they just,
a grape?
Would you get
crepe.
upset if they like suspect died fucking eating a crepe? But what if they called it just thin pancakes? Would you be offended?
Yeah, it's a crepe. Get it right. Observation.
That's your whole rebuttal.
Get it right.
You're your own lawyer. You're like, hey. He was a drug dealer, but that shit was a crepe.
I wonder if I would try and get the case thrown out. Let me see the report. If it says thin pancake or a pancake, technically it was a crepe. You must acquit.
How would you define a crepe though? It's
if the
pancake.
crepe, if it wasn't a pancake, you must acquit.
You must acquit.
You must acquit.
Did you just have a tiny little stroke?
I tried to add like crepe and acquit, and it just sounded.
It sounded
weird.
like a quape.
Weird.
I love a quape.
I wouldn't really have a good rebuttal because I'm dumb. So really, that'd actually be my statement. Yeah, I'm not good at these things because I'm dumb. Do whatever you must.
Be like, therefore, it's not my fault, and you must acquit.
You can't prosecute the mentally retarded.
You can't prosecute. I'm too dumb.
Yeah.
Next story, son. Say it again. Say, from the makers of If I Stay and the Twilight Saga comes.
If I left tomorrow, would anyone care?
No. The end. From filmmakers
Fade
Charlie and
black.
Gerard.
I just
fade back from black. Dumb bitch killing herself.
Just
kidding.
Again, hey, if you're
Down
feeling
the
that way, down the street, not across.
We kid. Go seek professional help.
Suicide. Yeah, exactly. That's all. I don't know. Kids are gonna have that period. Like I had that period where fucking one girl
had a period?
Yeah, where that one girl didn't like me, and I was on fucking AIM, Instant Messenger, and listening to fucking music, and upset, but not like fucking writing. If I die tomorrow, would anyone care? Oh, fuck you, it's life. You know what? You're lucky enough.
Is this real life?
You're lucky enough. The way I look at it is feeling a sad moment is amazing because you feel alive as a person. You know what I mean? So accepting the good, taking the bad with the good. It's fucking Jen and I get into fights, and yeah, it upsets me, whatever. But what would upset me even more would be to lose her. But if I lost her, life goes on. You can't have something fucking good and expect it to always fucking be good and nothing.
I do.
And nothing to fucking change. Eventually Gerard's gonna fucking break one of your fucking priceless Superman action figure.
And then he's gonna replace it.
Oh, nigga, I replaced a statue. Some other person broke on you.
You almost called my grandma a bitch.
I did. Come on, I'm awesome. Let's just bask in that for a little bit.
Let's just enjoy.
All right.
Delicious.
I don't know. I sent Jen a MySpace message 8 years ago. No, not 8 years ago. 6 years ago. And I was like, "Hey, how's it going?" I thought because I really couldn't tell like what she looked like because her profile picture was in like black and white. It's like a weird angle and blah blah.
You
blah.
saw the age and the gender, and you were like, "Good enough."
Gender, and some of it like Mel Brooks, and a couple other interests that like I normally wouldn't see in a girl. So I was like, "Oh, seems interesting. Let me send a message."
And that message went to me instead, and a podcast was born.
Yeah. But that's how I met Jen. It was simple. It wasn't like I met her in a bookstore. I was trying the whole MySpace thing and the Match.com, and I had bad luck with Match.com. Just one girl was just batshit crazy.
No, I need that story. You can't give
really?
me an egg
Oh.
like I tried Match.com.
Okay. Here we go.
And life went to shit.
The girl?
No, wait. We have to frame it.
Okay. Stupid ex-girlfriend
What?
broke up with me. I'm hanging
No,
out in my bedroom with my
bullshit.
kitty.
Don't you dare. Okay,
With
never
my
mind.
kitty?
Your framing is right.
I'm on Yahoo when Yahoo was doing fucking dating sites.
Shut the
whatever.
fuck up.
Yahoo had one.
Yahoo had a
I
dating
saw this
site?
hot fucking girl. I sent her a message.
Was it like Yahoo Sluts Meet?
I don't remember. It was like Yahoo Instant Meeting or some bullshit. So I was on that site. I was on Match. I was on a shit ton of them. So anyway, so I'm on Match and I had the free profile. I'm like, I'm not paying for this shit. So I meet this girl. Funny enough, Bobby Outson is friends with her on Facebook.
Amazing.
She's in this area, and I'll tell you off. Maybe you're
gonna tell me off what? Fuck you,
I'll
buddy.
tell you off, Mike. You probably even know her, but anyway. So she seems cool, Irish background. We're talking about similar shit. She has a fucking cute pictures. She's fucking cute. I'm like, all right, I waited for her. Like, she's like, oh, you can, what do you want to do? You want to meet up? You can come to my house. I'm like, whatever you want. Like, I'll just come over. We'll decide there. I'm like, all right.
Hey, you're like, oh, I just saved 2 tickets to the gun show, yo.
Yeah. I just saved $16.50 at the place. The place, the movie theater. Anyway, so I was like, all right, if I can go over there. So I went over to her house. She showed me her house. Fucking parents weren't there. Brother was though, and met him. Then went fucking quickly upstairs. She wanted to hang out.
You went to her house?
Yeah, she invited me over. I was like, all right.
How old are you?
I was 21.
And she was
21.
hot?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh shit.
shit.
Oh shit. No,
How old is she?
I think my age.
That's
my age.
how. What's going through
or
your
maybe
mind?
you're
When you First of all, no.
nothing actually really.
you
Nothing
dare fast forward.
sexual. Nothing sexual. I was like, all right, she seems cool. Whatever. She was really fucking cute. I was digging on her. I was like, all right, whatever. So we're hanging out in the fucking room.
Whatever.
So hanging out in the
You
room.
scrubbed your balls.
She
Admit
showed.
it.
Oh, I
Admit it.
shaved. Absolutely. Girls shave their legs for a date. I shave my balls. I leave everything else. Shave my balls. It just looks like Alf down there with like a bad haircut. It's bad.
Terrible.
With like a reverse goatee. It looks
much-
like Alf. The nose.
Much
is
shorter nose.
Yeah, much shorter nose. If I was, I'm like
A
I'm like an
laughably smaller
inverted
nose.
Pinocchio
Aw.
type of thing. I'm telling the truth, going backwards. So anyway, so she's freaking talking about some nonsense. I was barely paying attention.
You're like, I want to see your titties. I want to see
She was wearing
them
a shirt that was very
titties.
flattering. A shirt that was very flattering. She had, again, double D's and bouncing around. I'm like, all right. She's like, oh, I used to. We were talking about Irish dance and Irish, whatever. Her last name is. I almost said her last name.
I almost Googled it.
Anyway, so she's like, oh, I used to Irish dance. And she starts like fucking bullshitting me. And I think she was doing it like to get her boobies to bounce. Like, hey, look at these. I'm like, all right. So we sit down. She's talking about a couple of bands. I like the same one. And then she's going through
She's
a
like
picture.
sitting
And
on
she's
her
like, oh,
bed.
check out my.
Where are you sitting? You guys both sitting on the bed?
On her bed. She's on her laptop. She's showing me. She's like, oh, look at. I have a couple of cats in my dorm room. This is a couple of years ago. Check. So she's showing me stupid fucking pictures of her cats. And then she clicks to the next picture, and it's one of her naked. And she's like, oh, oops, and goes to the next. I'm like, oh, she's like, I'm so embarrassed. Like, okay.
Haha, don't be embarrassed. I have an erection now.
And then she's like, and then she starts laying down. So I'm like, okay. She's like, I guess I was talking a lot. She's like, she wasn't really talking. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. She's like, no, I like listening. I'm like, okay. So I laid down, and then she was kind of like cuddling me, and we were talking and talking and talking, and then all of a sudden she's like, all right, I'm tired, you want to go home? I was like, I don't have to. She's like, nah, yeah, you should go home. I'm like, okay.
This is
So
the weirdest thing
I
I've
get
ever
home
heard.
and I'm driving. I even stopped at Ryan's house, and I'm like, Ryan, can you explain what just happened? He's like, dude, she wanted the dick, and you were too nice of a guy. He's like, I don't mean this in being like, he's like, she just wanted dick, and you wanted something more than that. And he was right. Like, I wanted something.
Blind, gay idiot.
Right?
And in this context, I do mean
I
you
started
enjoy.
driving home, and I'm like, Gay. I'm gay. Do I like dick now? Gay. I'm gay.
That's why you went to Ryan's. You're
I
like, if Ryan lays down his bed and I tear off my
like,
my
I'm gonna have.
clothes, I now know something about myself.
I'm gonna have to eat
So
his dick.
she had huge tits. She's showing you pictures of her cats that are in her house with her. She could just as easily open her door and be like, here, Whiskers. Here, Whiskers. But instead, she's like, let's look at pictures on my laptop while we sit on my bed. Skips over
Yeah.
too many to a picture
Yeah.
of her fucking tits out, pajingo out, and then
hold
lies
on,
down.
hold on.
And you're like, nothing sexy about this.
No, it gets better.
I don't think it does.
Cause I have her number, whatever. The next day, I text her. You know,
You
whatever.
text her, you're like, you want to see my dick?
Yeah. She texted me back, oh, hey, how's it going? And I'm like, oh, I'm thinking about going to the Dresden Doll show out in
This bitch just
Brooklyn.
wants to lay, and you're still like, can I pay money for you to do stuff?
Look, she was going to the same show. I'm like, are you still going? She's like, yeah. Like, all right. Just let me know the ticket details, because it was like they weren't doing it online or anything like that. She said she'd tell me. She's like, oh yeah, I'll tell you. And then a couple days later, the day of the show, nothing. I don't hear from her. I text her, nothing. So I call her. And no pickup. And the voicemail came. And I left like, oh, hey, it's Gerard, blah, blah, blah. And I called her again. Yeah, it was like right after I kind of like got into it, and I was like, I'm leaving an awkward voicemail. Oh, hey, and I started going on and on and on and on and on. And then I hung up, and I'm like, I'm deleting her number. She is like, I felt like a blow to the ego. I felt like awkward. Like, so I wasn't like talking to anyone. Then I managed to get on MySpace, met this one girl.
You could have had a story.
No, but then I took a 180. And I met another girl, and she wanted a fucking relationship. I banged her twice, and then met Jen shortly after. And I was still friends with this girl, and I gave her the whole diatribe of like, oh no, I don't need, I'm still kind of working out things with myself. I kind of don't want to be in a relationship, blah, blah, blah. She's like, oh, all right. She was cute, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I guess I had to get some sex out of my way, whatever, out of my system. And
Let the
I meet
flow.
Jen. I completely stopped talking to this girl, and
I cannot
Jen and
believe
I
you
changed
did
my
not know.
relationship status on Facebook, and no, on MySpace first. And the girl fucking instant messages me.
The first girl.
The
middle girl.
The middle girl. The girl right before Jen. And not the other girl that completely blew me off because she wanted fucking dick. And she's like, you're a fucking asshole. What's this? You want to be in a relationship? You told me that shit 2 weeks ago and you're in a relationship? And she just kept haggling and just kept going on and on and on. I was trying to be nice about it. Because I really didn't want a relationship with this other girl. She was just kind of whatever. I just want pussy. Whatever. That's the fucking truth. And I said to her, I just tried to take the higher road, man, and it wasn't happening. And I just fucking veered to the left. And I was like, look, I just didn't want to be in a fucking relationship with you. She's cuter. She's awesome. Sorry. Goodbye.
You're such a dick.
Yeah, I had that dick moment.
Amazing.
So yeah, that was my little online fucking meeting escapades. Shortly lived.
Believable.
But yeah, it scares me what like fucking is out there now. Tinder and Snapchat and just
it's like a weird
kids open themselves up for all this like fucking
kids.
They do. They open themselves up. Yeah.
Dude,
it's like
you're
14, 15-year-olds.
No, you're just saying.
Open themselves up to be like, hey,
what's
here's
dangerous
me,
about
here's
that?
my body.
Almost all those sites are like for 18 and older.
Yeah.
So they'd have to lie to be on it, and you know they do.
Oh yeah.
How scary.
Oh yeah, it's scary that they lie. It's scary that their parents don't know what they're doing.
It's a fucked up world.
It's crazy that the parents don't care.
But it's
what they're
also
doing,
also super sweet when it works out.
You banged.
You used MySpace to get a fiance.
I did.
Don't you judge me.
I did. I don't use MySpace anymore though. Thank
to
God.
look for fiancés.
Well, no. I mean, like in general, like
I use it for its great interface.
No, it's
you're the
not.
one. You and Justin Timberlake are the only two assholes.
I took stock, and he talked me into it. I don't know. He's like, I'm like, hello, and the phone randomly rings. Hey, it's Justin Timberlake. You want stock in MySpace? Oh yeah, I want stock in MySpace.
Like, hey, I know you. Your dick was in a box.
How many? Oh my God, dick in the box. You know what's not in that box?
Talent.
fucking profit from fucking buying MySpace. And,
Unless he probably got it for a nickel. Monetize
I
it.
think it was like
There's terrible bands still on it, I'm sure. What the fuck?
I used to be so cheap that I would go on a band's fucking MySpace and just hit the play on their little player, and it was like 3 songs. And I just
Wow.
loop it. You know how many times I fucking heard like a fucking White Stripe song or a Stroke song? The same song over and over again.
You're like, this is my jam, and it's free.
And it's free. Fun.
Unbelievable.
I spent time trying to rip the music. I'm like, what kind of website could I use to rip that music? Yeah, it was bad.
Like, I like stealing.
I was a Napster guy. Fuck him. I want your music. I'm taking it.
Terrible. I gotta poo. I'm gonna poo. Okay. What movie?
So fucking.
What movie cost $6 million, only brought in $2.1 million, but you have definitely seen at least 10 times?
Clerks 2.
Close. Mallrats, which is fucking getting a sequel.
You know what's funny? Your little piece of paper that you're holding up, I could see Kevin Smith's face through it, so I'm like, it's gonna be a Kevin Smith movie. Obviously.
They picked the least flattering photo of him too. It's like him in a bathrobe.
They do. The media does that with everything.
At least with this poor bastard.
I love, because you know what? Hold on, real quick.
Yeah.
I'm so pissed at the internet because they're all like, hey, you said you were going to retire. Why are you making more? Blah, blah, blah. And he clearly states, like, look, I was going to, but what was it that sparked his love again to
Do you want to hear what he said, actually?
Yes.
This is actually
please.
perfect. You're that good of a goddamn co-host. So people were really skeptical about Mallrats getting a sequel now.
I'm so excited.
And they were saying it's obvious that Kevin Smith isn't oblivious. This is his quote. Lately, I've been doing this thing where I'm like, do you want to do what's good for your career, or do you just want to have fun? Nobody's clamoring for a Mallrats sequel, but I would love to make one. It's been like 20 years. That is reason enough.
Yeah.
That's reason enough. Hey, Gerard, why do we do the podcast? Is it for them $12 we make? No, because the $12 doesn't exist.
We do it because it's fun. Like
it is.
I get to see my friend.
Don't get emotional. I'll
Good
punch you in the dick.
my good friend every other fucking week, highs and lows, you know, the good times, the bad times. We get to talk about shit that makes us happy, shit that makes us sad, and then at the end of the day, I get to go home. You know, we have our work weeks. We barely talk to each other outside of this. You know,
weird.
unless it's like little things like, hey, if you're out and you see this pop, you know, let me know. Or, hey, if you see this comic book, you know, we do that fairly recently. But other than that, you know, it's not like we don't make money off of this. We don't have any sponsors. It is what it is. We have fun. It's bare bones. It's what, like, when people say, oh, well, you know, like rock stars, I really do this for the fans. I do this for the love of it and blah, blah, blah. It's like, all right, your band broke up 9 times and you've, you know, went on a reunion tour 9 times. Are you really doing this for the fans, or are you just doing this because you're flat broke? You know, I'm always skeptical about that. But this, like, I can legitimately say, like, I can keep doing this anyway. I don't know about you, but for a long time. And if it's just get to see my friend, talk about bullshit, cry over stupid shit, I'll be happy. You know, if it blows up and we make money off of it, fine, so be it. But I can legitimately say, like, this is an art that we do.
Yeah.
You know, that is really just for fun right now.
What's funny is I like the disposableness of it.
Yeah.
I like that it's not.
We've revamped it. We've done new logos, new seasons, new names, you know, all that shit. But it's really just, it's always been, you know, aside from the first season when it was 3 people, it's just always you and I.
There's always at least been the 2 of us,
you know,
which is nice.
And we have people, even when we have people that either never listened to the show or been with us from the beginning or just fairly recently, and they've been on the show, you know, in the third chair, they have fun. It doesn't matter if it's about politics or comic books. We're always just so inviting to everything.
And it's just one of those things. It's the tremendous life lesson. You were asking what got him back into it.
Yeah.
Kevin Smith famously was going to retire. He wanted to do Hit Somebody.
Hit Somebody would have been the last.
As his kind of like goodbye
Yeah.
to cinema. And then my understanding was the most recent iteration was I
Mm.
almost called it Sharktopus, which is not his movie.
Tusk.
It was Tusk.
Yeah.
He did Tusk. He did it like for him. Didn't do as well as I think people were hoping
But
it would.
Kevin Smith movies don't ever
They do
really do
Kevin
that
Smith
well.
money.
Yeah.
They're not for everyone. They're for us. They're
Yeah.
for his fans. Which,
Yeah.
yeah, big studios don't necessarily like, but who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Everyone tries to take away
Yeah.
Kevin, in my opinion, and I'm very defensive of the people and the things I like. People always try to take away from Kevin Smith in as much as they're like, well, he's not as good as he used to be. Well, were you ever good?
Yeah.
Captain
But
Reviewer on the internet.
he knows
Did
what he
anyone
is.
ever get to do a Clerks?
No.
Did anyone even get to do a Chasing Amy?
No.
Did anyone get to have the fucking amazingness that was a Jay and Silent Bob?
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. This
Christian
guy, this guy got to make a movie with a fucking rubber walrus suit
Yeah.
based on a whim. Now he's doing 2 fucking more set as Canada
Yeah.
horror movies. Hit Somebody, Clerks 3, Mallrats 2. I'm fucking saying, dude,
No.
if he could get Ben Affleck back after Batman, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Chasing Amy again.
No.
Amy Chasing Pussy could be the sequel.
Ooh. I think he is it's funny because when everyone, like, when he was starting out, it was kind of indie.
He was part of
everyone was
the
funding their
indie
own shit,
evolution, yeah.
and then all of a sudden you got a good like 15 years of big budget. Even with music, everything was about major record deals and mainstream and this, that, and the third. And now we're living in an age where we got Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Fans I can go online right now, and if there's a band that doesn't quite have the money to do a CD and they're doing a Kickstarter and I love the band, I can pay $10, be guaranteed a fucking, not guaranteed, but if they hit, their goal, they're going to make an album. And it's really for the fans.
It's a
Like, they're
perfect
just
system.
doing it for the fans.
And it's sometimes not even for specific fans.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just bands and you'll hear a track and be like, yeah, I want to hear more of that.
Yeah.
It's $10.
Mm-hmm.
The
crowdfunding is an amazing fucking thing.
We're gonna
now.
get into it, but my brother and I, and you've been certainly working on the project. Hopefully, you'll do a lot more work as we move down. My brother and I started a comic book company, and for right now, that involved we created 50 original characters. That thing doesn't get to exist without Kickstarter.
Yeah.
It's gonna succeed or fall, and part of the fun behind it is I put together like what the contribution buys you.
Yeah.
$1 is all it fucking takes. $1 you get $1 you get a thank you in the actual book.
Mm-hmm.
So if you ever decide to buy it, your name will be on it.
Yeah.
You can dedicate it to a brother, a father, a mother, an aunt, someone you may have lost, anything like that. Or just fucking you. Get your name published.
Yeah.
And it moves all the way up to you can buy a level where you're the face of a character.
Yeah.
Fucking cool is that. Will it succeed? I don't fucking know. Should
it doesn't
it
hurt
succeed?
to try.
There's no losing in trying, because if you don't hit your goal, we don't get the money, so it doesn't cost you a fucking dime, and it doesn't cost you a dime, and we don't have to fucking lose money producing custom prints.
But I feel like that's
lithographs.
the best way to go about things nowadays, especially
for something untested. Absolutely.
Well, I feel like we have more wiggle room to do our art. Like with mainstream movies and all these big fucking companies, if they don't like your fucking, track 9, or they don't like this cutscene, they're either telling you to remove it or they're not doing the project. Now we're given the opportunity to do whatever the fuck we want. As long as someone's willing to pay, to help out. Like, hey, I'll give you $1. I want to hear more of this.
It could be built on a mountain of dollars. Yeah.
Right. But I feel like we're not worrying about that other person behind us. That's I don't think you should do that. Like, no, fuck you. Like, this is what I have in my mind.
Exactly.
This is what I'm doing.
And it comes down to this: you're either going to surround yourself with people that ask why, or people that say why not.
Yeah.
I'm not interested in the why people. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
One of the characters, Pest. I took 2 of my favorite things, Bruce Lee and John Leguizamo.
Yeah.
Put in a fucking superhero blender, threw in some Daredevil, threw in some Spider-Man, and I was able to create something along with my brother, along with our good friend Charlie Shada, that stands on its own and it's special.
Yeah.
Gerard, if I have to fucking work overtime for the next 5 years to pay for this funny book, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Ideally, people will join me on that adventure because
Mm.
that's what it's going to be. Not just you, not just the other executives in the company, not just my brother.
Mm.
This is truly going to become a true alternative.
Yeah.
If Kickstarter existed when Kevin Smith started,
Mm.
I guarantee you we'd have 50 Kevin Smith movies
Oh, yeah.
because we would have never fucking stopped giving.
Mm.
There's some people that just fucking resonate for reasons, and sometimes just because they have a good product.
Yeah.
When it's both, I'll take Chasing Amy all
Oh, yeah.
motherfucking day, man.
Yeah.
That to me is
I could
proof
pop in
of
any
romantic.
Kevin Smith movie, and you know what? I really don't give a shit about the naysayers. And the Mallrats too.
Fuck
It
yourself.
wasn't good when it first came out. Fuck you.
Wrong.
Fuck you.
How about that?
You're the
How about
1%.
wrong?
You're the 1%.
How about all the fucking people who say this, that, or a third is bad, but never can fucking justify it?
No.
Sometimes I sound like a dick because I'm like, ew, you like Lord of the Rings too? Why?
No.
No one's told me why.
Mm.
No one's told me why, Gerard. I'm sure there's something in it. And I love the Hobbit movies, which people hate. But I can identify everything awesome about the Hobbit movies, so I ask for in return.
Yeah.
So if you want to hate on Kevin Smith, not you, but people in general,
Yeah.
feel free to hate on him. I'm going to give you 100 reasons that
Why
to me
yeah.
are undisputable.
Yeah.
Undisputable. Fuck yeah, Kevin Smith. I would, if I could be like a key grip or something, Kev.
I want to be Kevin Smith's fluffer.
I want to be Kevin Smith's fucking stunt double. Put me in a jersey. My fat ass is just a fat Kevin Smith now. He's too thin for me to be a stunt double. Cocksucker losing all that weight, looking like $1 million with his tiny ass wife and his daughter that's getting surprisingly hot.
Yeah.
I plead the fifth.
Indubitably.
All right. The possession of drugs. Oh, this is amazing. This is amazing. Okay. Ireland fucked up and all drugs were legal for a day.
Huh?
All of them. The possession of drugs like mushrooms, ecstasy, meth, ketamine has been decriminalized for a few days thanks to a legal loophole. On Tuesday, about a month ago, an appeals court ruled that the Misuse of Drugs Act in 1977 was expanded unconstitutionally in 2010 after 100 newer drugs were added to the law's jurisdiction, as prompted by a 2012 case where a man challenged the validity of the laws upon which he was charged. Apparently, the drugs were added to the law without an actual vote from Parliament. During an emergency session of Irish Parliament held Tuesday night, the 100 drugs were made illegal, but the new laws don't go into effect until the stroke of midnight on Wednesday night, Thursday morning at the earliest. However, Minister for Health Leo Varadkar, I can't pronounce words to save my life, has some words of caution for people who are planning on treating this drug-free grace period like an early 90s Monday show. They all have very significant health risks that outweigh the perceived recreational benefits, he warned the news. Of course, this weird loophole only applies to possession. People caught buying or selling the drugs are shit out of luck. For everyone else, it's a nice version of the purge. It's like a non...
Right?
What? All drugs tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, okay, stroke of midnight tonight.
Heroin.
You gonna do heroin?
I think so.
Why heroin?
I want to go with the hardest one I can, man.
Like, but heroin's gonna like fuck your life up possibly. Like heroin, you might do and be like, I'm a heroin guy now.
Well, I feel like pot.
Everyone can get pot.
No. Here's the thing: with every drug, you have to be like a certain type of person. You know, with like pot, you either have to be like, you know, a pothead, like a Matthew McConaughey. Or like Seth Rogen, you know, you have to be really into pot and, you know, 420, you know, whatever. With Coke, you have to be like a business guy or woman. You got to do it off like someone's boner. You're at like a party, like Weekend Warrior type shit at my yacht. Yeah. You know, you have to be that type of person for Coke. Or like a stockbroker or something. I'm not that. So, I think with heroin, that's been fitting my moods. You just have to be a depressed, nothing's right type of person. I feel like you and me would be the perfect candidates.
Don't lump me in with you. I'm going cocaine all day. I'm going straight to cocaine, son. Don't you even fucking doubt it. How dare you? I'm gonna Tony Montana that shit.
Oh my god. Oh, you want some
Giant
cocaine?
Imagine that podcast. It's like, hey baby, let's talk about podcasting.
Let's see. Okay, if we're doing coke, I want to go through my setup. They get naked woman, right? but you don't know. It's
Is
a
it gonna be
naked
your
woman
wife,
under
or-
there.
Okay, it's like
No.
yeah, because the pile's
That's
so
boring. Hold on. Is anyone logged on? No, Jen's not. Yeah, totally not Jen.
big. Ooh,
You
but
know what'd be
Jen
fun?
is on
Yeah,
mine.
I was gonna say she on yours. That'd be fucked up. She's like, I gotta sleep with him. I don't want to fucking watch him. Like, so
As
anyway,
it is, she's like, I always pretend it's Charlie. I'm
so
fucking anyway.
my goal is to snort all of that. Like, let's say, I don't know, covers the woman completely. Let's
So
just
it's
say,
like a mummy.
and you just see like a straw so she can breathe, but that's it.
and you think
and I
that's
wanna-
just a bonus straw to snort out of.
Right, but it's not.
It's not. It's her
I
breathing
got
straw.
exactly. I got a separate
Now is
straw.
she snorting a lot of coke too out of her other nostril?
No, because it's on me.
So
I
it's two
paid for it.
nostrils.
I got it. It's
It's
me.
two nostrils.
I'm snorting so much, and it's a mystery of where, like, what's gonna be poking out. Pussy,
I mean,
Her
but
ass?
if you
her
see
nipple.
the-
You don't know.
if you
It's like
see-
a
you have to-
slow reveal of
you have to-
drugs.
you have to plant a bunch of fake straws then. Otherwise, you'll be able to do that math. If that's where her nose is.
That'd be fun. Oh, set up a shitload of straws, and whichever one you pick goes to like whatever body part.
Yeah.
Ah.
I guarantee she'd be numb or high though, because if she's naked, that fit gets absorbed through her skin.
Oh yeah,
could be kinda
She's
hot.
probably dead.
She's
She's
prob-
most likely dead.
Surprise!
And
She's
yay,
a
I'd probably be
corpse!
dead as well because of all the coke I'm trying to get to the fucking naked woman.
You're just trying to have sex. Jen's in the corner, like I'm right here, you fucking homo.
Like, so this is cocaine, and it's the
This-
naked woman.
This is cocaine. That makes it okay.
What type
baby.
of woman though? Totally not a what, like pasty white girl.
I don't
She'd
know. It's
blend
your
in with the snow like a
crazy
polar bear.
Cocaine fantasy. You know I'm going Asian. I always go Asian whenever it involves that option.
You don't snort the yellow snow though, sir.
I hate you so much.
Terrible jokes.
Boo. And then you got laid. Oh shit! This is recorded. For
I got
posterity.
laid. I got laid this morning, so that was nice. After a night of her getting drunk and
But you were still grumpy. I've never worked that
all
way.
right, we'll talk about the story. So basically, I put together a surprise 30th birthday party for Jen. Everybody, it was funny because I've seen a couple of my friends that I haven't seen in like a long time. I was in the mall, bullshit like casual catch up before. All right, I gotta go. And oh, what are you doing? Oh, well, Jen's 30th birthday. And they're like, Jen's 30? Like no one. That's such
Well,
a
it's 'cause
shocker.
She's 1 foot tall.
Yeah.
She looks. She's perfect because she like looks.
She's
15.
4'11".
She looks 15 without being
97
arrested.
pounds.
It's a nice.
Yeah.
It walks a
It's like,
nice
see,
line.
her being so small. Again, I've said this in the past. It makes my 4-inch look like 6. It's
Your tiny
amazing.
little dick almost looks like a full dick.
It actually looks like something a man would have.
A man would wield.
Yeah.
His
Not
schwanz.
even wield, like a comfortable man. A guy who maybe makes like what 40K a year.
Like,
Doesn't drive an
respectable.
Acura. Absolutely
He's not a total loser, but he's
No.
like close.
Yeah,
It's like he's not unemployed and blowing guys for fucking cocaine, but
he's balding. He's
he's
definitely
definitely
balding.
losing his
Yeah.
hair. That goes.
But
without
it's not.
saying.
It's not bad. But anyway, so I planned this whole big shindig, I guess, through Facebook invites, and so long story short, get there. Surprise! She's happy. All that stuff, and so we're all hanging out, and Jen just keeps drinking and drinking and drinking, and I'm told by several different people that, you better check on her. So I go over, and she says, "Oh, her friend. What did her friend say to me? Oh, go over to her, make her drink some water in between these drinks. Like she was drinking some like."
You're replacing her
Do you know
every
how
other
you
shot
normally
with
would?
tequila.
Do you know how you
with water?
normally with like like a Jack and Coke?
Yes.
It's a small glass. No,
Yeah.
she was getting pints of Jameson and ginger ale.
I'm just saying,
Like
Jen does like to party.
I only paid $40 for the whole night. I paid for dinner.
Nice.
Everyone else was buying her drinks, so I said, "Fuck it."
God bless
whatever.
it. And you didn't drink at all?
No, nothing.
You hate yourself?
It is what it is. I was drinking in that area. There's a lot of checkpoints, so I always want to be 100% sure. You know
I'm
what
not
I mean?
saying drink and drive. I think drinking and drive is fucking dumb.
No, but even one, I'm just, I don't know.
You
I
don't wanna
don't
risk
even
it?
bother. It's not the risk. I just don't even want to bother. So anyway, so she gets sloshed. So I walk over to her to tell her, hey, you might want to calm down. One of her friends, asshole, like, oh, who are you to tell her why she can't? I'm like, my hands raised, and I just turn around. I look at her friend. I was like, all right, that's it. I'm done. I'm out. I dropped the mic. I I'm done.
Nope. Nope. I'm out.
So anyway, so needless to say, she's fucking hammered. We get home. I had to poop for about 3 hours, and when you're at a bar and there's people are in and out of the bathroom.
Your eyes aren't normally dark brown,
Yeah.
but when you have to shit, they are.
Oh yeah.
It's bad.
I had the eye of the defecator.
No,
It was bad.
I am the defecator.
Oh.
I came here to doo doo.
So
Wow, 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 wow. Wow. We're such hacks.
we are. We really are. So anyway, so we're trying to pretend like you didn't hear the story before. When meanwhile you just heard the story over
I
some
was
pizza.
never gonna tell them that.
So
truth.
act, like you're riveted.
Ooh, riveting.
Well, don't be a dick about it, all right?
I can't help that second thing. I am who I am.
I am who I am.
That's all that I am.
That's all that I am. So anyway, so I take her home, trying to I'm like, yes, like I'm at home base, I can poop. So she goes upstairs, and it was funny, as we were getting out of the car, before that, I asked her for a kiss, and she's like, no, I'm tired. Okay.
I'm too tired to buckle my lips.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
You can kiss my ass.
I'm like,
faggot.
she's upset, like for some reason with me. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna find out. So I'm pooping, and I'm pretty much done now.
Okay.
And all I hear is shit getting thrown around, door slamming, and I have all my shit. Like a lot of my collectibles are in the fucking room.
No,
last
you were
time we've
just like,
gotten into
"My
a
pops,
fight,
no!"
she threw a couple of my things. The last time we got into a fight and broke one of my mystery minis. It was chaos. It was like carnage.
I love that she's so tiny. All she can throw is a mystery mini.
Mini.
She's like, ah! And I imagine
it was
being
the
a lot
thing
of
that she
force.
thought, because she knew, I guess we were gonna make up the last time. So it was the thing that she thought didn't, didn't cost. She took the least valuable item to throw.
She like grabs a fucking statue. She's like, no.
Yeah, we're gonna
This
make
is
up.
expensive.
Yeah,
I don't want to. I want to break
she's
your
like, at
shit,
one
not
point
your heart.
I did pay for this with sex. So So anyway, so
wait, who paid for it? She or you?
me.
You've never paid
With
for
sex.
anything. She's just doing you a favor that she lets you have sex with her.
This is true.
Yeah, I know.
So
it.
I walk
So does
upstairs
she.
and I'm like, oh god, my pops, my fucking pops. Oh no. Because she's been annoying. She's been getting on my case about building a shelf for all of them. They're all stacked up. I'll take a picture of it when I get home and show you. But it's bad. So she's been bitching at me. I'm like, oh no. This is the straw that broke the camel's back. Oh no.
She like punches.
I
through
open the
it.
door. Her purse is fucking. The contents of her purse are everywhere on the bed. I can't find my license. I'm staring at the fucking license on the bed. And I'm like, it's right. And before I could even finish, she starts moving her legs like a 6-year-old and kicks everything off. I'm like,
like full tantrum.
I had your so I grab her license. I'm like, here's your license, darling. Where's my wallet? I need my wallet. All right. I find her fucking wallet. Here you go. I need my phone. I'm like, well, your phone is literally not here. I'm looking all over for it. I need my wallet. I'm like, I will look for the phone. You need your phone right now. Where are my glasses? Your glasses are on the table.
Your glasses are on your face.
I had to, at one point, grab everything, put it on the dresser, and Vanna White that shit. And be like, this is your glasses. This is your license. See? I know you're drunk, but this is everything.
But no one's that drunk. That's just a fact.
It was bad. It was fucking bad.
That's fucking funny.
So anyway, so I walk. She's like, fine, I'll look for my phone. I'm like, I said I was going to look for your phone. You say you didn't want to look for my wallet. Shut up and sit down. I will hit a woman. I don't care. So I go outside. I find her phone because I heard.
6and60.net does not support beating your wife.
Well, maybe. Sometimes. When it calls for it. So anyway, so I find all of her shit. I come inside and she's just blammering. Just, it's whatever. And I'm like, and then she starts fucking saying weird things like, I made so many mistakes. And I'm like, okay, you need to be specific. Are you just being an emotional mess about your life? Like usually everyone does when they're drunk. Like, I regret this and I should have did this with my life. Or like, did you do something tonight? Like what
was someone
I'm like
in your mouth?
playing 20 fucking questions now with a fucking 6-year-old drunk. So anyway, so she's just like, just to be easier for you to leave me, you'd be happier. And I'm like, uh-oh. Some mistakes? Easier for me to be happy? And then she said something about unfaithful. I'm like, oh no, what's
Uh-oh.
it was
That's fucking
moral of the
awesome.
story towards the end of all this is just she was drunk.
That was just
She was
drunken
it
palaver.
was just blabber.
That is
Like
fucking
pure
amazing.
and I'm getting worried at that point. And
You're crying in the bathroom like, don't
she's like,
leave me.
I'm gonna throw up, and then puts her finger in her in her fucking mouth, and goes to throw up on the floor. I'm like, no! So I grab the fucking garbage bag and put that in front of her face. Now I'm not pissed off at her because she's sick, and I'm like, it's okay.
Yeah, you have
it's
to downshift into compassionate.
I'm like, it's 4:00 in the morning. I want to go to bed. And then I woke up and she's making fucking bacon and eggs in the kitchen right as rain. And she asked, "Oh, do you want some? I'm making extra." No, I want toast crunch.
The only way that could have been better is if she was just wearing like an apron.
Yeah.
She's like butt naked. She has an arrow on her spine pointing to her cooch.
Yeah.
And you still would have been like, no.
I was a grumpy pants. And then I took
what the fuck? You're the only guy on earth
just because
who would pass up on sex at the drop of a fucking hat. From your girlfriend. I'm not saying from like any whore, but I'm saying your girlfriend, in this case, your fucking fiance, is like, hey, want some breakfast? And by breakfast, I mean my pussy. And you're like, go fucking eat a bag of dicks.
Well, no, I took a shower, and then she took a shower, and then she came in and was just said to me, fuck me real quick before you have to go to work. I was like, all right.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. And then I was still like grumpy pants. But
There's
you know
something
what
wrong with your dick.
You know what it is? You know what it is?
Come right is my new
It's just
decision.
every time she like drinks and whatnot, I try and leave her alone, let her have a good time, and then I'm just there to clean up the mess. And yeah, at that point, I'm going to be exhausted because it's like a decathlon with this shit of her drinking. Like I got to do so much shit.
Yeah.
Get drinks, food, make sure she's happy, the right people are there, and then emotional fucking roller coaster between people that have died, jobs, health insurance, this, that, and the third. And I try to understand. And, at some points I tell her like, look, I really can't relate. I'm sorry. That's all I can tell you. Do you want just let it out? Cry, do what you must. But and then I just get so like just drained. Because the one thing is, and I've been told in the past, well, you don't care about my well-being, or you don't have respect for me. When I really do. Like, I'll listen to anyone, even if I don't understand the situation because I've never experienced it. I try, and when I'm being told that I don't care or I'm not nurturing or whatever, like I try to be as much as I can.
You just suffer from accidental female tendencies.
Okay.
You need to also be nurtured a lot. It's just inherent. Inherent from. It's a generational thing. It doesn't make you a bitch.
Oh, I am a bitch.
You're like, a sensitive guy.
I tell her like I do enjoy waking up in the wait. Hold on.
Before you go,
you can keep talking because I'm going to talk about my feelings, and she might be logging on to watch me talk about
shit.
it. So I better make sure I save
feelings.
This. So talk about something.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What's my name on it?
Holy shit, you're the dumbest person I know.
I really am.
Gerard _
Thank you.
The number 6 INSIXTY.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What I was fucking saying, my emotional butterfly, is I'm a fucking needy little goyle when it comes right down to it. Like that's my personality. Everyone knows it. My friends know it. Girlfriends, girls I hang out with know it. The only difference is I still have that guy override. I have that moment of being a dude where it's like, you're a fucking piece of shit, Charlie, and why are you so nasty to me?
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. We'll fucking screech halt if she's like, put your dick in my mouth. I'm like, yeah, everything's solved. Everything is solved. I dated girlfriends for months longer than I should have because the middle of fights, they would just be like, in my mouth? I'm like, yeah, that'd be great. That would be wonderful. That is the cure-all. There's not a girl on earth that I fucking know that couldn't solve any of my issues with her by being like, I'm going to blow you real quick. And it can be real quick. She can be like, I'm going to blow you, and you only have 2 minutes. Ridiculous.
See, my whole big thing is when I'm in a relationship, like, I'm all in. But the thing about Jen is, like, I've never been as all in currently. And, shortly after we met, after realizing what I had in front of me, that I'm not obsessed,
After
but like,
you realized it?
after I was told that I
After
realized
you and I
that.
had a fight over your dick,
Yeah.
I'm like, let her touch it.
Yeah. I do like I feel like it is love, and I like, and I tell her all the time, like I love waking up next to you. Like it is a good feeling when I wake up. It starts my day off right. I do think about you during the day, every day. When I see you, I am attracted to you. It's just
Did she
like
log on? You just got
no,
real queer.
no, no. It's still 0, so she's not on yet. But
Uh,
that's just I and when we're in bed, like I enjoy watching a movie and fucking cuddling and all that bullshit. It's a nice feeling, you know what I mean?
yeah,
It's just something that I always, wanted that I
I
never
get it.
really had with other girls. Like you do at a certain point, like the honeymoon relation, period. But with like Jen, it's not like it's every day, all day, but it's very consistent in our relationship, which is
Yeah,
what I like.
it's like kind of what you need.
Yeah.
It's what you need sometimes, and I think that's the bottom line of it.
Mm,
Jen's just way smarter than a lot of your other exes, and you've been smart
she
enough
really
not
is.
to fuck it up. Like, because that is ultimately the responsibility of the guy. I think it's a girl's responsibility to kind of be there and be honest. It's a guy's responsibility not to fucking blow it. That's how I've always felt, anyway.
Every and I've had moments like with my ex-girlfriend, I remember it's something that sticks out in my mind. Like it's kind of that moment. Like I want to talk about that. Like the moment. Do you have a moment that you knew the relationship wasn't working, and
Yeah,
once you?
all of
Oh,
them.
okay.
The minute they fucking open their mouth.
Well, um, that was the moment that I realized it wasn't working, or I knew something bad was going to happen. Was when I was in bed. She went into the bathroom. She was just wearing like pajamas or whatever the fuck. And I was hung up about something. I don't even fucking remember what it was. It was so boring. And she came out wearing like lipstick and a cute fucking
This
thing
is
and
Jen or an
topping on
ex?
an ex girlfriend. And she came into bed. She was taking pictures of herself, the whole being cute. And like, she obviously wanted to get down, but I was just laying there and I was just emotionless. I was just like not
That's
looking
really
at her.
strange.
I was just very, and it was such a weird feeling where I wasn't attracted to her at that moment. I didn't want to talk to her. I didn't want to look at her. I was literally like in bed watching fucking TV, and I just wanted nothing to do with her. It was over something stupid. I know that it was a stupid fight,
Yeah.
but it got so, and it was the littlest of thing, and that was it. Like, and then I knew like maybe like the next week we went to a con together when we used to have one on the island. We went to that one, and then I think I had sex with her, but it was doggy style, so I didn't even really have to look at her. And yeah, it was like
For the
really,
record, doggy style isn't only
it
used
was
for the
it
emotionally
was
disconnected.
really fucking emotionally disconnected. You
That's
know,
my word. I know.
I know it
I
was
just
emotionally
identified as that.
disconnected. No, you're right. It was just like there was no, like I felt nothing,
Gerard's in full on parrot mode.
but
I'm
I
like, you
still.
felt nothing? I felt nothing.
She what? She was what?
Why'd you say like Jerry
But she
Seinfeld?
tried. She like those moments she
Now
tried.
what
Like our relationship was
why
kind of going to
why
shit
did
and we
it
both knew it,
why did it go
but
to
she
shit
was
though?
trying.
Someone putting in that much
So
effort
much
not getting a
there
win
was
is
so
shocking
many
to me.
little fights. It wasn't even big fights. It was so many little fights about little bullshit about past like people that we slept with that came up for some odd reason, or concerts where some like she didn't want to drink. She never drank. Her dad was an alcoholic. So I never drank, and I was fucking 21. I was turning 21, and I never really fucking hung out with my friends and drank underage, and I didn't get those experiences because I was with
Because
her.
you were homeschooled.
I was I was with her from 19.
Don't just
I'm
burp and
sorry,
pretend you
it came
did
out. I was with her from 19 to almost 21. So, but she was so like, I think drinking is ugly and it makes people
Well, I mean, her
ugly.
dad was an alcoholic. That adds up.
Right. So I didn't get to do that. So it was just like little things over and over and over and over again, just little fights and little
Yeah, it's just
bullshit.
like little
And
meandering things. Yeah.
it got really old really quick. And I just remember that one moment where I was in bed and I was just didn't want any of it. And then when she cheated on me, she was the biggest whore. I fucking hated her. but I was still upset and I still wanted her. It was just such a it was like it's like taking every emotion a human has, putting into a fucking blender, hitting frappe, and then pouring it into a glass, and that was me. Every fucking emotion just out there.
Do you think you might have a little bipolar in your like
I think I
modern?
I think I did when I was with her, like maybe shortly after her, maybe like that summer. I was just so like I was just off, you know.
Yeah,
I
you
think it
don't
was
think
just an
you have that
emotional
now? I'm just
I
curious.
think some points I do where, shit has to be really going well for me to be in a good mood for a couple of a couple
Yeah,
of weeks, but there
which I
if
think
there's like
is
one
human
good
nature.
thing, I'm happy, but if there's one stupid little thing, it sets me off. So I do think at some points I am a little bipolar. I think everybody, they are, to be honest, but
I suspect most people are a little
y-
bipolar.
yeah, but I think I definitely am at some points a little bipolar. Which is
A little
a
bipolar.
little bipolar,
You
which is
sound
like
like that.
upsetting though,
You sound
because
like
it's
that
like I
actor who died
who
because he was a little bipolar. The
Matthew
one you like?
McConaughey.
No, Matthew McConaughey is very alive.
Oh, Philip
Yes,
Seymour Hoffman.
yes, you sounded
Oh.
like Philip Seymour Hoffman. And now I've made you sad. Well, that's it, nerds and nerd ladies. Remember, guys, free comic book day, a day in which you get free comic books. So why wouldn't you want to celebrate it? Saturday, May 2nd, make sure you come visit me at Atomic Comics in Shirley, New York, located at 895D Montauk Highway. Also, make sure you go to readuscomics.com. That will be your gateway to the future of the comic book industry. At least I hope. Otherwise, it's going to be a giant failure that's going to cost me tens of thousands of dollars. But fuck it. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. That's a fact. A Gretzky said it. How do you deny it? How? We'll see you next week, 6and60.net. I'm Charlie Rivera. That was Gerard Nolan, my forever wingman, with just so many great stories. Once again, this is Michael Jumpin from No More Kings. I'll shut up so you can enjoy it. Peace out, Cub Scout.
What's wrong, Michael? Thinking that this isn't your cup of tea. Well, no motorcycle running its best could ever mess with me. I'm too hot for a thermometer. Look at the speedometer. See me, brother, view. Come on, Michael. This is what we're meant to do. We see it all the time, so keep it coming. But our necks are on the line, and that's not funny. Jump in, let's save the world. Kick off your shoes and put on your sunglasses. Jump in, let's save the world. Turbo boost and we'll see who's the fastest. Jump in, let's save the world. Let's save the world. Jump in, let's save the world. Let's save the world. I still believe that you were born to take the lead. Come on, let's save the world. Save the world. Yeah, you and me, we've got our promises to keep. Come on, let's save. Kick off your shoes and put on your sunglasses. Turbo boost and we'll see who's the fastest. Jump in, let's save the world. Let's save the world. Jump in, let's save the world. Let's save the world. Yeah. Jump in, let's save the world. Kick off your shoes and put on your sunglasses. Jump in, let's save the world. Turbo boost and we'll see who's the fastest. Jump in, let's save the world. Let's save the world. Let's save the world. Jump in, let's save the world. Let's save the world. Come on. It's not like you to turn your back and let the dark side win. Come on, Michael. Open the door and jump in.